When we get a heavy rain, water accumulates by the side of our house. And part of the problem are these downspouts. Water is collected from the roof, comes to downspouts, and it just doesn't go very far. They just come about 6 feet and it pops up. This little pop-up here. So it just goes from there and the water shoots up here. And here's another one. Same thing. This one doesn't have a pop-up, it just has a little grate. But the water just goes here. And my plan is to dig a trench and lay pipe and pipe all this downspout water there. Also put in a few catch basins on the low spot and pipe that water. The problem, we have a few obstacles. Electrical, which 811 came and mapped out, goes from there to the transformer. We got to cross that line. And then we have our well, which starts in that corner and goes across the back of the yard. And it comes into the house where we put these tiles. So we have the electrical, the fiber, the well, and then up front we have the water main. Walter Construction, Ryan, has his equipment. He's got a nice truck, skid steer, excavator, and he's going to start. It's about 10 a.m. on Monday morning. This is where he's going to route the water to. He's starting on the end, starting shallow. He's going to go deeper and deeper. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. The dirt turns out to be pretty good. He's making serious progress. This is less than an hour work and probably 1/4 of the way with this trench. We were blessed with some good dirt. Things are going really well. It's only been 2 hours now and huge progress. Went across the driveway. Did hit a rock here and had to jog. And he passed his second hazard, which is the power line, which goes from there to here where the flags are. And he's over it because they buried it. They did a good job, buried it 2 feet deep. And he's going 1.5 feet, so he missed it. Just passed right over it. And he switched to the smaller bucket and is doing his first downspout.
Amazing things of this machine he has is that he's able to change buckets without even getting out of his seat. It's got a little hydraulic latch pin and he can drop one off and pick up another one.
This is the last one. This is the end of the line. So he is all done in only about 1/2 day. Amazing job. All the downspouts. Now he's working on a few catch basins. The pipe is here, but we found our first problem. He unloaded the pipe, and it's just plain pipe with no bell ends, so you can't just fit them together. You need fittings, and we don't have fittings, so something always goes wrong. We actually didn't order the pipe till the trenches were dug, just because we wanted some flexibility in case we hit rock. Things changed, but we didn't hit much rock. There was one rock here that we had to go around, right by my bridge here. But there's a rock right there, and that forced this little jog. But that was pretty good. It was good dirt. No rocks.
Oh yeah, it's getting there. Pipes in the ground.
So your couplings all came. The couplers came, and those just fit on there. And he's gluing them, priming and gluing.
probably one of
done.
the strongest drains pipe-wise.
Yeah, we could. There's, for some reason, he wanted to start from the exit end and work his way. Okay, let's see how long it takes him to do a joint. Okay, primer. 3 seconds. I should do this at the end because you're probably going to get faster, or you're just going to get tired and get slower.
I'll definitely get tired. He started getting you.
Oh. Done. 2 done. Now that the pipe is all laid and glued, he's backfilling the trench. Hopefully he can stuff all that dirt in there and compact it. Everything has been working out great on this project. He was able to bend the pipe around the rocks, so he didn't need to put any 45s in there. So that was that big rock I pointed out earlier. To show you what a bad idea the old pop-ups were. Water went down and then up, and of course I couldn't figure out why these cheap corrugated pipes were so heavy, and it's because they were filled with this roofing granules over the years, because it would settle down at the bottom, being heavier than water, and it would just stay there. Another 5 years, it probably would have been completely plugged up. So I'm really glad I'm doing this project. So this corrugated plastic stuff is going to be replaced with this thick-walled PVC, beautiful pipe. So because the inside is smooth, things won't catch. And we're going to have, it's going to be downhill the whole way. So we're going to have 7 feet of drop plus another 2 feet downspout. So we have 9 feet drop, and it's going to be continuous slope, just like a sewer line. So everything will flow down. The only downside of this method is it's not cheap. You had to dig all this trench, buy all this pipe. It's about 1,000 feet of pipe. So just the pipe cost alone was over $2,000. These probably were about $15 each. So significantly more expensive than the pop-up. Things are moving right along. Got the first catch basin installed and backfilled all the way up to this point. This is the first connected downspout. Painted it, so we're not looking at ugly white. Okay, we're at the very end of the line. This is the last downspout to be hooked up. It's got a 45 there. Not too many fittings needed. This pipe's a little bit flexible.
Tried to get me arrested too. Get that?
I got that. He's so fast I haven't been able to get a shot of him cutting, but I got that one.
My plan is basically hang this up right here. Do it like that.
Got it. So this is the last one. We're all done except for the trickiest one. This one's 2 pipes. And the special thing we're going to try to do here is connect these air conditioning drip lines to the pipe too. Because right now they're just dripping right against the foundation. And that's just not a rain event, that's like all summer long. So Ryan left on Friday and left his equipment until for the weekend. And well, being who I am, I just couldn't resist helping a little bit. So I finished painting and made the last drain connection here, which was just in time because it rained like crazy. And then I had these air conditioning units, the first floor unit, the second floor unit, and they were coming down out of these pipes and dripping straight down. And so I put some 90s and a T in there and another 90 and tapped some threads in the Ryan's pipe. And so now my AC units both feed into the drain system. I didn't glue anything, I'll leave that to him, but I got all the pipes cut and fitted and made those threads into the 4-inch. So we should be ready to go. He just has to come back here on Monday and backfill. Left on Friday, Ryan instructed me that I should make the final 2 connections. He left those pieces to dry. He had just painted them. He said, if it rains, you should hook those up. I thought, it's not going to rain. Blue skies, but welcome to Tennessee. Unbelievable rain. The system's already being tested. He made short work of that. About a half hour, it was all filled in. He's all done with the excavator and moved on to the Skidsteer. He's just leveling and pushing it. It sure worked out good to have these 2 pipes. I originally asked for a 6-inch pipe and having the 2 catch basins and the downspouts go into it. And he convinced me that it would cost less to have 2 4-inch than to have 1 6-inch. It's almost the same capacity. And this allows more flexibility, and we can get higher pressure on the downspouts by having them rise up 2 more feet. And it makes both systems independent. So I have a low spot here, and Ryan agreed to put some extra dirt there. This is not fast motion. This is how fast this guy was working. This is normal speed. Amazingly fast. I think he probably spent less than 10 hours on this job. It's only been about an hour, and it's completely buried and smooth just about.
Here he's getting seed and straw to plant the grass. He's spreading the seed now.
Now that the seed is all done, he is putting hay over it to protect it from erosion, maybe a little bit from the birds, but it's not going to do much. And he is all done. Just a little cleanup. It's all covered with seed and straw. Downspouts are all painted, screwed in.
Are all done. And I'm using the term we correctly, as Ryan was kind enough to allow me to help him a little bit. I did some of the gluing and painting, the pipe, and a little bit of hand shoveling. So it worked out really well. I'm a little bit of a pessimist, and I've just felt blessed that we didn't hit either the electrical, the fiber optic, the well water, or the water main. So lots of things could have gone wrong, and they didn't go wrong. We hit that one rock but jogged around it, so I can't imagine a better outcome.